Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex, and I am a cinematographer and photographer out of New Jersey. And today I wanted to go over my 2024 recap. So 2024 was a great year for me personally. I was a sole proprietor all year. I started my business just at the end of the year of 2024 and have started to build that out into 2025 this year. But last year was kind of when I decided to go into full swing freelancing and put as much energy as possible as I could into it. And it really did pay off. I did a lot. Then at the end of the year when I went to cut my reel, I was like, wait a minute, this is weird. I did so much work all throughout the year, but where's all the video I shot? And then I realized I was still doing a lot of AC work as well as photographing bands on the weekend. And I was like, wait, I actually didn't shoot a whole lot last year. So I kind of kicked myself in the butt with that, but I still do some AC stuff and I also shoot bands on the weekends, photo-wise usually. But this year I definitely want to put in a lot more effort into shooting, as well as just shooting for fun or passion projects as well, just to build out my portfolio, because that's one thing I definitely lacked in last year. So I've tried to, this year so far in 2025, make a push to start the ball rolling on some of those things. So have some of those things in the work, no shoot dates or anything planned out, but just trying to push myself this year to just shoot more, DP more, and just be on more shoots and get more footage that I could actually build out a nice solid reel for to present work that I want to work on for future reference and clients. So I reached a lot of my business goals last year. I made double of what I did in 2023, which was great. Still not a whole lot. I'm still doing part-time work here and there as well, and in the video industry technically. But I definitely want to get to a point where I can almost solely rely on freelance work. But as right now, doing the part-time thing, and it's definitely helped tremendously in the past 2 months when it's been pretty dead. But last year was great. Again, I did very, very well for myself so far. And through that, I'm hoping to do even better this year. But a goal for me was definitely to, make a certain amount or, do more work, and I definitely succeeded on that. I did set a lot of goals last year, not only for me personally, but my business. One of them was obviously to make more / do more work, but one of my personal ones was to get down to 180 pounds. Towards the beginning of the year, I was around like 215, probably 220. I'm down to 180 now. I kind of fluctuate around that area, but also been just trying to get into exercising more. I really don't like exercise, but around last year and during the summertime, I picked up a editing from home part-time gig for a few weeks here. And that kind of helped me get into the groove of just like waking up, eating breakfast, working. Then around noon, I would go out. I would go for like a walk for an hour, come back, eat lunch, and start working again. So that kind of got me in the groove of things, started going to the gym more. Again, I still don't really like working out, but I've definitely built up a more healthy relationship with exercise and myself. So that's been good. Been trying to do that consistently, going to the gym like 2 to 3 days a week. But obviously, if you guys know and you're freelance as well, sometimes jobs get in the way of that. So it's a little difficult. Towards probably like the third or fourth quarter of last year, things started to really pick up and definitely made it difficult to keep that consistent. So I would usually sometimes go, 2 weeks doing a lot of work, and then I would try to get back into the reins of working out again. So it's definitely been a tricky journey with that, and I'm not a morning person. I can't wake up early and go to the gym. So it's definitely been a tricky journey for me, but I'm excited for when it warms up and when it's summertime again, and I'm just gonna try to get out for more walks and everything with as much free time as I have. But exercise is super important, especially in this role of, running my own company / being cam op on the field / AC, and Cranky Cameraman, YouTuber that I'm a big fan of. I've been watching his videos for a while. And he made a good point in one of his videos that, you need to invest in your body, your physical endurance and strength for doing this type of work, because it really is strenuous. And I've definitely had days in the past to where I'm just like handheld shooting, and like after a few hours, I'm like, man, I'm exhausted. And then, by the next day, I'm like super sore for like 2-3 days. So I've definitely been trying to invest in myself with the exercise and just build up my strength to be able to do this work more efficiently, as well as just help with my recovery afterwards. And also branching off of that topic of the cranky cameraman, I've also been just watching a lot of different YouTubers out there that are kind of in the same space of just documenting their journey and giving good information. And it's been very helpful, not only for me, but I guess also just like pushing myself and not only learning, but trying to use it in application out on the field. But they've been great resources. I've talked to some of them on YouTube, as well as a few other people I watch I've actually reached out to, whether it's over Instagram, email, whatever, and have actually met some of them for coffee or done virtual meetings. So it's been really helpful doing that stuff. And I think, that's something that you should definitely tap into. Even if it's a small YouTuber, like that's even better. You'll probably actually reach them. But I met a guy in New York and everything like that, so I'm hoping to link up with him soon. And it's really, really important to use these tools like YouTube, social media, and everything to connect with more people in your industry, especially if you're, maybe in like a state like, I don't know, Ohio, I'm just going to use for example. That's not a big metropolitan area. The more friends and more connections you can make, the better off you are. And that's going to get you more work, more leads, more people to talk to, and just, be intertwined with, versus just going out on your own and hoping for the best and meeting people on jobs / whatever else. So, attend those meetups, look online, connect with people. Super, super important. As many business people say, your network is your net worth, and sad but true, it is very, very true and very, very real. So I think it is a important aspect to look into and put some energy into this year if you haven't. So just a shout out to those guys, Cranky Cameraman, David Moorfield, great resource. John Waldman, he's out of New York. That's the guy that I was talking about before. And yeah, just utilize those resources. Another good strategy that I think if you're not encompassing yet, please do. It will only help you in the long run, is just set goals for yourself every year. Like I will sit down at the beginning of the year. I need to work on it a little bit more. I haven't refined too much this year, but in the past and just in the future, I'm going to make sure that I, around January or end of December, put a lot of effort into just like sitting down, get a notebook. I break it up into business goals and personal goals and just write out, you can flush it out later. Write out some goals that you want to accomplish for the year, whether it's like go to the gym 2 times a week, or, like learn a new strategy, or like learn how this works, or whatever, just like set some goals for yourself for the year, just to hold yourself accountable. In doing so, trust me, you'll thank me later. It will not only hold yourself accountable, but it will help you grow as a person, and you'll have something to work towards. I think one of the things I've struggled with in the past is just not necessarily being lost, but being in a place to be wondering, what's next? What do I need to work towards? So setting these goals will have a tangible, almost like physical thing to work towards, versus, you're just going through the year like, oh, I'll try this, I'll try that, whatever. You're able to hold yourself accountable and have things that you want to reach for the year. And again, it doesn't have to be super unobtainable, try to be realistic. I put a lot of personal stress on myself with goals, and hold myself to a high standard, so I had to rein it back in, but also challenge myself to get out of my comfort zone and try new things and change for the better. One of them last year was to, again, reach out to more people, be more sociable, go to more, meetups and everything like that. I'm not great with like crowds and meeting new people, so I was like, that's a goal that I'm gonna set myself up for, is just to get out of my comfort zone and meet more people. It's only gonna benefit me. So try to set goals for yourself, set some easy ones, set some medium ones, set some difficult ones. Just, nothing super unobtainable, because you might just disappoint yourself at the end of the day with that, but set goals, super important for yourself, and to make progress throughout the year for not only your business, but your personal life as well. So overall, 2024 was a good year for me. Coming into 2025, again, I started my business in 2024, end of 2024, and have kind of blossomed it through the past months. It's been super slow, so I've had the time to do all this back end stuff and work on that, but I've learned a lot. I definitely went into it a little in over my head. I didn't do all my proper research like I should have, so I learned a lot in a short period of time, and I think it's important to talk about that stuff, and I'm not going to go into full detail in this video, but if you guys would be interested on a topic like that, I'd definitely be interested to make a video on just the journey that I had setting up an LLC, as well as just some like other topics that maybe just aren't talked about. Like for me, one of the things I've been, I don't want to say struggling with, but learning slowly but surely from last year into this year is just like how insurance works, how I got insurance through the state, all that stuff that's not really talked about. And not to say that there's necessarily like a strategy to go by, but just like learning what some of this stuff means will save you such a big headache later on down the line, like I had to experience. So it's a super important thing to look into and learn as soon as possible, especially if you want to do this freelance thing full-time or for a long time. For me personally, I'm 27, so I have to get my own insurance, and legally by the state you're supposed to have insurance. So I looked into the marketplace at everything and invested in that and everything, learned a few things, made some mistakes, but it's an important aspect of, you know, my business / personal life. You know, I need to go to the doctor and everything. So something like that would be a great topic to talk about in a video to hopefully help you guys navigate that as well if you're going into it and you've never done it before. Super helpful to know, you know, what you're getting yourself into and how that stuff works. So for 2025, my business goals are basically to just like set up a retirement plan, finish setting up my LLC, and, you know, just hopefully making more than what I did last year. Not trying to double it or anything, but, you know, trying to bring up those numbers and just get more work this year, find new avenues of work, and just reach out to more people, more brands, more companies, and see where that stuff goes. Personal goals wise, I just want to like work and just start to grow our money and our wealth and everything like that, as well as retirement for later on in life, because just like the cranky cameraman said in a video that I watched a while back, was retirement's an important aspect of this field, and it's definitely overlooked because you're always worried about setting up the business, the back end, clients, shooting, this and that. It's very easy to forget about, but it's a very, very important aspect of this business that, you know, not a lot of people realize, that it's like you need retirement at some point, and, you know, it'll come up on you fast. So the sooner you can look into that stuff and invest in it, the better off you are. So yeah, that's my goals that I achieved for 2024, as well as some goals that I'm setting for myself in 2025. Again, highly recommend you guys sit down and write some out for yourself. It'll only help you in the long run. I'm looking forward to trying to make more YouTube videos like this. I know it's been a while and it's taken me a while to do this. It's like March 1st right now, at least at the time of recording this. So I want to do more video stuff. I think I'm going to start to do it more David Warfield cranky cameraman style, to where it's just voiceovers over B-roll. I think it'll just be a lot easier, especially if I'm busy, to be able to do it that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please also let me know if you are interested down below in the comments what kind of videos you guys would think are helpful for you. I want to try to do, you know, these voiceover B-roll videos just with informative information within them to help you guys as well. But I'd also like to do some more formal videos just talking about important topics like I mentioned before, like insurance, how to set up an LLC for your business, just topics that aren't really well known or talked about in our industry, maybe overall, but also on YouTube. So I think that would be really helpful information for you guys. So let me know down below which topic you would like me to talk about next. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to work on, you know, some more stuff here and there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.